You're probably wondering how the market is in San Francisco. Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? What's happening? It's getting to be the end of October. Next thing you know, it's going to be the holidays. What's happening? What do people do? I'm Ruth Krishna with the Krishna team, and I'm here to give you a little breakdown on the fall market. So right now we're winding things up. We're going to probably start to see a lot less inventory on the market in the next couple of weeks. Things will start dropping off. What we've seen is actually a pretty normal fall. It's been a little bit hot and cold. Some things have been selling really well, and some things have not been selling as well or at all. And what you'll start to see as the fall moves on, some sellers will take their properties off the market entirely. Others will reduce the price, and others will hang tight. And what I typically see in the fall is that that inventory really does get absorbed because there really is really good buyer demand. And as the properties start going away, the buyers often want to buy something. So last year, for example, we had a few properties. It was a rough fall last year, and we had a few properties in high-rise buildings that were not moving at all. We decided to keep them on the market, and all of them sold. So if you're a seller and you're losing hope, hang tight. I think the good news is coming for you. A little bit of what's been going on in the market with regard to numbers. So there's some great charts in here. One of my favorite charts that we publish is a chart that shows what you can buy where for what price. So if you're just getting started in your search, that's a great piece to look at. To, if I have $2.5 million, what do I get in what neighborhood? If I have $4.5 million, what do I get in what neighborhood? So look at that piece. It has like average price per square foot. So you can really start to get your head around the market. Of course, we will help you with that as well. But the chart is a really, really nice chart to have on hand. I really, really enjoy it in terms of fact checking my own knowledge for what I'm seeing in the market. The other chart that you'll see in here is one that shows that the market has been appreciating by 10% month after month on a year-over-year basis since May, with one of those months actually the highest one being 15%. So that's a pretty good amount of appreciation that we've seen this year. So particularly the single family home market has remained very, very strong. The condo market has still been softer, but it did start recovering in January. So we are seeing some real recovery in the condo market as well. And for many of my condo buyers out there, they're probably like, what are you talking about? Like, there's overbids on everything. So it all depends on where things start with prices, and also what is the kind of inventory. So we see in certain neighborhoods, in certain like smaller buildings, we're seeing people price intentionally very low. Sometimes things go $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 over asking. So 56% of condos citywide actually did have overbids on them versus 86% of single family homes had overbids on them. So the single family home market does remain your strongest market. It will always be the strongest market in San Francisco. Our city is only 7 by 7, and there's only so many single families out there. So that's always going to be the strongest category in terms of homes. So if you're thinking of buying, it can be a good time to buy if you can be a little bit patient with the market, because there's not going to be a ton of inventory coming up. But that does not mean that you should stop looking. It doesn't mean that you should not start looking either. It's a good time to kind of start getting educated a little bit. If you're thinking of selling, it's not too early to start booking vendors for spring. Things in the spring get really, really booked up. And so we'd love to chat with you if you want to talk about buying or selling. As for me and my team, we've been super, super busy. It's been a whirlwind of a fall. We've been selling lots of houses. I'm super, super excited about that and feel really grateful. And we are growing. We are hiring for a couple of positions, some in marketing and some in sales. So if you know of anyone who's interested in a job, feel free to reach out. We have a great culture at the Krishna team. Also, on a personal note, I'm gonna take my mom to Hawaii. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be her 70th birthday this year, and I'm so excited to take her and her husband and my sister on a trip to Hawaii to celebrate my mom's 70th. So that's a really, really exciting thing for me. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And then looking forward to kind of winding down to a bit of a slower time with my family. We're going to do a quick trip to Costa Rica over Thanksgiving, and then probably be up in Tahoe, hopefully hitting the snow a bit in the winter. So looking forward to some of those family times, looking forward to seeing some of you guys out there and catching up over some drinks or some dinner. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. I'm Ruth Krishnan. I'd be happy to help you. All the best.